Welcome back, Commander. My name's Tim, and in this video we take a look at 10 facts on the Mass Effect series. If this is your first time aboard, I currently make feature videos on Mass Effect, so if you're a fan of the series or new and looking forward to the Legendary Edition, make sure you hit that subscribe button and never miss an upload. Romance is one of BioWare's staple gameplay elements. Not only can you save the galaxy from genocidal super machines, but you can also abuse your power as a commander and fraternise with the crew. What's different about Mass Effect 3 is, however, if you don't pursue a romance with either Garrus or Tali, then they'll end up becoming an item. Visit Garrus just before the final mission and you're treated to this little Easter egg. On a side note, who's your favourite romance? Let me know down in the comments. Mass Effect was born from the success of Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR for short. When LucasArts approached BioWare to make a Star Wars game, they had two options: either make a game about the Clone Wars, or set it thousands of years before Episode 1. BioWare made the right choice, setting their story 3,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire. Knights of the Old Republic will go on to win 2 Games of the Year awards and a BAFTA Games Award, and it also spawned a sequel and an MMO that's been running for over 9 years. But Star Wars is somebody else's property, and although they have great success with the franchise, they still have to stick to predetermined rules. BioWare wanted to make their own rules, their own galaxy, their own IP. If Knights of the Old Republic had failed, EA wouldn't have even given the go-ahead, and Mass Effect would never have been born. Building off the success of KOTOR, the Spectres are the Mass Effect's Jedi equivalents. Spectres form an elite group and are selected from different species. Their primary responsibility is to preserve the galactic stability by whatever means necessary, which is not too different from a Jedi, as they are guardians of peace and justice in the Galactic Republic. In Mass Effect, you are the player are given the rank of Spectre and use it to track a rogue Spectre down. In an unusual twist, in Mass Effect 2 you can actually quit being that Spectre. Seth Green voiced the character of Joker Monroe, but did you know that he ad-libbed most of his lines? Green would read his lines provided but then really get into character. He would then reread the lines but put his own twist on the words. As they were much better than the original, the developers decided to use his version for the final game. In the official Mass Effect 3 stats released by BioWare, 65% chose the Paragon path and 40% chose Renegade. It also shows that male Shepard was the most popular player choice with 82%, and surprisingly 64% of players didn't even get to meet Wrex. That means only one thing, doesn't it? Speaking of Wrex, his character model was based on the wrinkled-faced bat. Looking at this picture, I actually think Wrex is better looking. Ew. Mordin, the Dr. Salarian from Mass Effect 2, has to go one better though. He is actually based on 2 different sources. He was designed on the most reported description of aliens called the Greys, and mix that in with Clint Eastwood, and boom, you have the very model scientist Salarian. Yeah, I won't sing. On the planet Noveria, when you attempt to restore power to the Peak 15 facility, the virtual intelligence mirror appears and says,
"It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?"
This is a nod to Clippit, the Microsoft Word paperclip helper character from the 90s, who is forever popping up and offering unwanted and unnecessarily help. Shepard's Renegade response is, "Oh crap, a pop-up." As for Clippit, he was turned off by Microsoft from the XP operating system. A little hard to believe that British stand-up comic actor and writer Ricky Gervais could be any influence on Mass Effect. And no, before you say it, it's not the David Brent dancing. In a tweet from Jonathan Cooper, an animator on the Mass Effect series, he says that the talking heads' awkward conversations of extras is what inspired the over-the-shoulder camera conversations in the Mass Effect series. And speaking of Jonathan Cooper, Commander Shepard started life as a woman. Although In the final version you can decide whether to be male or female. The original animation test was that of a female. Interestingly, the helmet in this test shot looks more like the helmet we got in Andromeda and not in the actual trilogy. To see my top 5 wishlist for the Mass Effect Legend Edition, click the video that's on screen now. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, include my Patreon, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, Commander.